Hello, fellow Porsche enthusiasts. Welcome to my garage. Behind me is my 1986 911 Carrera Targa. And today I'm going to be talking about the process of redoing my Targa top. So I haven't done it yet, and I'm going to take you through every step of how it goes because I wanted to watch a video like this and I couldn't find one on YouTube. So I did a lot of research on the forums, Renless, Pelican Parts, and everyone was talking about Dan the Targa man. And so I simply just searched Targa top restoration or Targa top rebuild, and Dan comes up. It's called Cars Inc. He's in New Jersey. So I went through on the website. He says all the different possibilities of how much it may cost, all the different levels of redoing your Targa top. And I simply contacted him. He said, I have time, on this date and ship it out here. He sends you really nice instructions on how to package it, how to ship it, how to insure it. So it makes it very, very easy. And so I'm going to package mine up. We're going to send it out and we're going to document the process. But first, let's show you what it looks like today and what are some of the problems with my Targa top. From the outside, my top doesn't look that bad. It has these little folds in it that I think a lot of people have. But, the leather or the vinyl, whatever this is in pretty good shape. It's not super faded. There's no cracks. I've seen people that are a lot worse. When you look on the outside, I have small little gaps here. Just some small little gaps that I know some people have said may contribute to wind noise. When you look from the side, you can see that. I'm not sure in the final restoration how that is going to change. Maybe it'll be the same. Who knows? On the back, you can see it's a little worse. I can kind of stick my finger in here. Last time I washed my car, there was some water dripping in. But in general, from the outside, it's not that bad. Okay, from inside the car, you can say maybe it doesn't look that bad either. My headliner is pretty good. It's maybe sagging in a few areas. But the biggest thing for me is I have this broken arm, and I don't know what this is called, but you see how on this side it has two, and on this side I only have one because this one is broken. So this one side doesn't go all the way back and keep the Targa top open. So what this means is that this other arm comes out like this and hits me in the head. When I turn right, this comes and hits me in the head, or when I stop, it comes and hits me in the head. So it's really kind of annoying. But from a look standpoint, it looks okay. I have both of the little knobs here that take the Targa top off. I don't know what those are called, but I think this is going to be the expensive part for me. I don't know what this is going to cost, but I have to get it fixed because using the Targa top, putting it on and off is what makes these cars so great. So this is the part that's broken. It's supposed to go over here somewhere, or maybe it's the other way. Maybe that's supposed to go there. Either way, I've got a broken part here, and I'm hoping that Dan can help me out. You can see the roof liner here. I don't know how that's supposed to be, but I would imagine it's not supposed to do that. I've got both of these, which work, function pretty nicely. Okay, I'm gonna put down the sun visor. I'm gonna unlatch the front part of the Targa top. And you'll see that when I go to take this off, it kind of buckles on itself. You see that? Because this side isn't being held up. See, this is the side that doesn't have that other little piece. So I can still do this on that side, but I can't really do it with the other side, and it's kind of hard to do it. in front of the camera, but fold it like this. There we have it. So here we have the folded top. You can see where I'm missing that piece. And let's package it up. Okay, I've got my Targa top here. I've got a big box that I've taken apart, and I've got a bunch of styrofoam and packing materials that I've been saving up from all of my recent deliveries because we're doing some construction at our house. So they give you some packing instructions, but basically what it says is to put it in a certain size box and make sure you include a check and your contact info, and then to insure your Targa top for a certain amount. So let's get packing. Okay, I'm gonna put the check inside. This also has my contact information, my phone number, my email, so that when the package arrives, they know who to contact. And let's close it up. Okay, it's all packaged up. Let's take it to the post office and see how much it's gonna cost to send this big heavy thing from California to New Jersey. All right, I just left the UPS store, and guess how much this thing cost me? It cost me $120 to send the top of this guy. So we'll wait for Cars Inc. to receive it. They said that they will send me back an estimate and let me know the timeline, and then we'll go from there. I'll keep you guys posted. About a week after I sent my top, I got an email simply saying that they received it and they'll get back to me after they assess the top. Then I got an email shortly after that saying that I had paid the $15.95, but due to my broken arm and the condition of my top, that I'd need to pay an additional $16.95. Now, this was surprising for me because everything that was on Dan's website said that most people pay around, $1,500, $1,600. So for this to be like over $3,000 was a little mind-boggling to me, but I know he does good work. I know I wanted to get this fixed, so I sent the check. Okay, this is it. I got my top back. So it was only with Dan and Cars Inc. for a few weeks, maybe 2 to 3 weeks, and then they sent it back. When they sent it back folded, and it came with some things. It came with my receipt, so $3,200 worth. It came with these instructions, and I'll post a picture of these instructions so you guys can see them. And then it also came with this, a Boxster, I don't know, advertising thing. I think this is just like, he must have some cool memorabilia around, so kind of interesting that it came with this. And basically what the instructions say is take off the top and put it on the top of your car immediately, because when it came, it was folded and there were creases in the top material already. And so I was already freaking out. I was like, I just got this redone and there's already creases. And what it says is to put it into the sun immediately and do a few different cycles, 5 or 6 cycles in the sun. I basically did about 3 days in the sun in front of my house. And what's interesting is at the first day, I'm like, oh my gosh, there's wrinkles. On the second day, I'm like, hey, they're starting to go away. By the third day, it was flat, completely flat. And I really have to say that the quality that was done by Dan and Cars Inc. was really top notch. If you remember, I had some broken arms. They ordered the new arms. I had the sagging headliner. They fixed that. And so let's just go to my car and first take a look at what it looks like on before we take it off. So here we have the brand new top. You can see just how beautiful the material is. You don't see any creases. And what you also see when this goes in is how nicely this adapts to the front of my car. And for those of you that have Targas, you know that is what impacts the wind noise. So I've noticed that I have way less wind noise. I mean, almost nothing. Now that this really adapts down into this crease. Now, in the back is just as nice. It dips down into the bar here. Now, I do have a little problem with mine on the back. You see how it kind of pops up? And I sent this to Dan. He called me and he thinks I have a problem with my seal here. So he said that's why it's not sitting. He said that these should sit perfectly on every Targa, which kind of goes against what a lot of people say on the forums. People say, well, you have to build the top on your specific car because these are handmade cars and they're all done differently. And, you know, Dan's done this for years and years. And he told me on the phone, he said, they fit on every car. And it's about getting it on early and letting everything kind of adapt to your car. So I'm gonna have my seals checked to verify that I can get this back right all the way down. So this is the only place where I have a problem. Now, even with this, it's amazing. I mean, it is really a thing of beauty on the outside. I've washed my car twice and there's zero water getting into the car. I mean, it's fantastic. If you remember last time, I could stick my finger down in here. This is totally sealed and just really beautiful. From the inside of the car, it looks great. The headliner is just perfect. It has these little lines in it. There's no sagging. It's completely new material. I also have brand new arms in the back. I'm guessing he reused the front ones because they were functional. When I put it on the first time, it was difficult to put on. And it says that in the instructions. It says each time you put it on, it gets easier and easier. It kind of starts to sit in there a little bit better. But the first time I kind of struggled. I was like, am I doing something wrong? What I had to do is make sure that I was pushing really far back. There's these little pins in the back, these little metal pins that stick in the back. And you got to make sure those are all the way back. Another thing that Dan said that was kind of interesting when I was talking to him on the phone was that he said there's usually these plastic pieces. So when you look at a Targa, you have the metal pins where the metal pin goes, the female part of it and the male part of it. And then you have these two holes on the right of it. And what he said is that they came with some plastic little dowels. And oftentimes those get removed over time. And he said he doesn't like that. He thinks that we should maintain those dowels and that helps it seat better and hold it in place. So kind of just interesting. I mean, I don't know if anybody knows more about tops than Dan does. But the headliner is great. My handles look fantastic. They work really well. When I was opening the arms from being folded, it was difficult to get it open. But once it's open, gosh, it is solid. Now, I don't plan on folding this. I know some people in the comments will tell me I'm a wuss and just use it and this and that. You know, I live in California. I don't have to worry about really rain that much. So my plan is to never fold it unless I really, really need to. But if I don't have my kids in the back, I just put it behind my seats, and I think that's okay too. And then I don't have to fold it, and I can bring my top. Okay, I've taken the top off, and let's see what it looks like. So you can see here, my headliner was sagging. Now this is tight, brand new material all the way down here. I didn't even have this before, so now I have this, whatever that is, okay? Here's my metal pins. And you can see my new arms. This is why my specific one costs so much, because they had to order this from Porsche. But everything, I mean, this looks like a brand new top. Everything looks brand new. When you look at the front, or sorry, the top, the vinyl just looks fantastic. And you can see from the photos that they sent me on my car, they take this down to the metal. And I didn't even know what it looked like. So it's kind of interesting to see those photos when they have all the liner off and the vinyl, and you can see the metal. So really great craftsmanship. I like that this is a family business. You know, I talked to Dan, I emailed with I think it's his granddaughters that help him do this. So really cool. And when they emailed me and said, hey, how's everything doing? And I sent them a picture of that back right. Dan called me like that afternoon, just straight up called my cell phone, and I wasn't really expecting it. And so it was really nice to talk to him. He answered all my questions. He said, if you have any questions, call me directly here. And so really, really cool experience to get this done. So all in all, I'm happy with my purchase and my experience. You know, it was double the cost of what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be around $1,600, maybe $1,700, and you know, it was about $3,200. So this is a lot of money. However, I've heard from other people that if you try to get a new one from Porsche, I've heard $7,000 and I've heard $15,000. I don't know what's real. So put it in the comments if you have actually ordered a brand new top from Porsche directly. And I hope that it's over $3,000 because then I won't feel so bad. So I'm gonna take a drive and see if I can try to show you guys the lack of wind noise. But in general, I'm happy with Cars Inc. I've already recommended other people go there. I hope that you don't have broken arms like I did, and yours is only, you know, under $2,000. But I like supporting Porsche-centric family businesses that are doing, you know, good work, quality work, and with good communication. So yeah, highly recommend Dan at Cars Inc. Okay, so let's see how the wind noise is. I'm at low speed right now, only going about 30. And I really have no wind noise. I did kind of hear the rustle or the movement of the top. It's like maybe a plasticky feel, or it feels like it's the pins moving within the female aspect of it. But I really have no wind noise right now. So I'm going down a canyon road here in Southern California, and really no wind noise. I mean, you kind of couldn't tell that this is not a coupe right now. But let's bring up the speed, and when we get on the freeway, then we'll do another video. Okay, so the big complaint from Targa owners or people that are looking at Targa owners is the wind noise when you're going like over 60, okay? I'm currently at 60 right now, and we'll see how fast I can go here. But I want to tell you that it's similar to how people judge a 915 and say all 915s are bad. It's not the 915, it's the transmission. So you can just start to hear it now. And I'm at about 75. Okay, so it's really interesting how it picked up really at, I think, around 70 was where I started to hear it. So I am hearing some wind noise, okay? And I think this may have something to do with my seals. But what I was saying is, don't judge a Targa based on noise that has a bad top. It's like judging, again, a 915 that has old bushings and has never been rebuilt. I have a 915, I love it, but it's been rebuilt. I have a 3.2 motor, I love it, but it's been rebuilt. And similar to my top now. Is there wind noise? Yeah, there is. But there's much less wind noise now that I have this top redone. So I'm just gonna shut up for a little bit so that you guys can listen. And I'm going about 80 miles an hour. All right, well, I hope you can hear it. I don't know, we'll see when we look at the video afterwards. I hope you can hear it. Thanks everybody for watching. See you soon. So make sure you like and subscribe, because I'm going to be posting other videos about this car, about my 997.2, about my dad's 964, about my buddy's 73, about my buddy's 993. So I'm going to be doing a lot of car reviews and interesting stuff. I'm going to be changing my lights. I'm going to be doing a bunch of different stuff. So make sure you like and subscribe and follow along at what I'm doing. And thanks everybody for watching.